6,000 troops on the ground now from states nearby the district, Maryland and Virginia, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Delaware. And we understand that the Army will make up to 15,000 available to respond to the request from the Capitol, our request, and all of the federal facilities in the district.
Latest numbers are that more than 20,000 National Guard soldiers are expected to be in D.C. before President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration next week, exceeding the number of troops in Iraq, Afghanistan, and Syria combined. They're bringing rifles and full-on battle gear. The troops flowed in from 7 states, turning the U.S. Capitol into what looks like a military staging ground. But the streets of D.C. this January look a lot different than they did 4 years ago. Here's a reminder of how the left acted in the days leading up to Trump's inauguration.
Watch out, watch out! Hey, Beasley! Beasley! Chill, come over here! Back!
That was our nation's capital in the inauguration the last time around. Where was the forceful and very visible warning to troublemakers then? Here to discuss what's going on in our nation's capital is New York Times bestselling author and former Navy SEAL Brendon Webb. Brendon, good to see you.
Yeah, same. Be on the show.
Mike Pence, Vice President Pence, has said this. He spoke to some National Guard soldiers. Play it.
We are committed to an orderly transition and to a safe inauguration, and the American people deserve nothing less. And I'm looking forward today to hear about the efforts. We're deploying the full resources of the federal government to ensure that both of those occur.
That was at a press conference, actually, but he also spoke directly to National Guard about the same issue, Brandon, saying that there's going to be an orderly transition here. What do you make of the massive military presence in D.C. for the inauguration?
Well, I think it shows that we're in kind of unprecedented times. I mean, we've had issues in the past, right, where the Puerto Rican separatists fired on the Capitol. We have plenty of incidents, but I think this really caught D.C. by surprise this last time. I mean, you have people in the chamber, that guy with the crazy Viking hat. I mean, people generally politicians fearing for their lives, and we're in unprecedented times. I think we have one of the largest income gaps in America that we've ever seen. We have an incredible recession looming on the horizon that really hasn't seemed like it's hit yet and been real for people. So I think stand by for more civil unrest.
And what do you think of the images that we see as well of people, National Guard members, sleeping on the floor of the Capitol? I mean, they're really, here you go, you see it on the screen. One gets the sense that they're preparing for an invasion.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're seeing how the media is on the liberal side is very biased towards certain candidates, right? And this, to me, is an attempt to kind of show force. But as somebody that's served in the military and with your background as well, you know that most of these National Guard troops are reservists. They're what we jokingly call weekend warriors in the military for the active duty guys. I just can't see a 19-year-old picking up an assault rifle and being willing to point it at another American.
But Brandon, is that even really why you think they're deploying them, or is this just, are they trying to make a point by having so many soldiers? It seems to raise the tensions to the point where, well, this must be necessary, and obviously because of what happened at the Capitol. But is it really necessary? I mean, does anyone think that hundreds of people heavily armed are going to do something terrible? Because it looks like that's what they're preparing for.
Yeah, I mean, you make a good point, right? So, is it really necessary? Probably not. Does it look like this knee-jerk reaction? Yeah, especially the drum beating for Trump's second impeachment, and it just seems like we're throwing the left is really throwing gasoline on a fire that really doesn't need it. It's a smoldering fire at best.
So everything is peaceful and comes off exactly as it's supposed to here with this transition. Brandon, good to see you, my friend. Thanks so much for joining. Hey, Team Buck, just want to say thanks so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more great content from The First, please click that subscribe button.